Cristiano Jr., the child who couldn't fail, and why that's terrifying. There's a 15-year-old kid in Saudi Arabia right now, and he has the weight of literally millions of people's dreams sitting on his shoulders. Not metaphorically. Actually, his name is Cristiano Jr., and here's the crazy part. He didn't choose this life. His life chose him. Before he could even walk, his destiny was already written. His father didn't just give him his genes, he gave him a nightmare wrapped up in a golden package. Today, we're talking about what might be the most messed up childhood in professional sports. A kid who literally cannot have a bad day. A kid who can't go to McDonald's without ending up on Twitter. A kid who'll probably need a therapist by age 21. Stay with me. This is dark. This is real. And this is the story nobody wants to tell. Okay, let's set the scene. January 2023, Saudi Arabia. Cristiano Ronaldo, literally the biggest football player in history, moves to Al Nassr with his family. His son, coming too. Within months, this 15-year-old gets enrolled in one of the most elite youth academies in the Middle East. The academy. Facilities cost millions. Every training session gets filmed. Everyone knows exactly who he is. His father gave him a legacy, and legacy is impossible expectations. You're 15, your dad has won 5 Ballon d'Ors. Your dad won the Champions League 5 times. Your dad has 140 Champions League goals, more than any player in history. Your dad is the second most famous person on the planet. Now, you walk onto a training pitch where everyone wonders, can this kid do what his dad did? Most teenagers worry about prom. This kid worries about matching one of the greatest athletes ever. Welcome to the Cristiano Jr. experience. It's not a childhood, it's a test. So what does a typical day look like for this kid? Cristiano Jr. doesn't train at a local club. He doesn't train twice a week like normal kids. This is world-class level training. We're talking about Mahd Academy, Saudi Arabia's national sports training center, combined with Al Nassr's elite youth program. Here's the schedule. Technical training. Perfecting every single touch, every dribble, every pass. Tactical training. Understanding the game like a chess player. Physical training, running, strength, speed, endurance, then gym sessions, then swimming, then recovery work. And after all that, video analysis. A coach sits down and shows him every mistake he made. Because his father didn't become a legend by accepting mediocrity. So why would his son? The facilities? Insane. Multiple premium pitches. Gym equipment that costs more than most people's houses. Sports scientists, nutritionists. Video analysis teams. This is a factory designed to produce champions. And here's the thing. The kid has the talent. He's got his father's genetics. He can do things most 15-year-olds can't even imagine doing. But here's where it gets dark. All this talent, all these facilities, all this perfection, it creates this monster of expectation. Everyone's thinking, okay, he has the best training. He has the best genes. He has the best everything. So he's going to be amazing, right? Except being good at 15 and being good at 25 are two completely different things. Bodies change. Competition gets harder. Faster players, stronger players, smarter players. And the pressure just keeps growing. The kid is basically inside a pressure cooker, and someone keeps turning up the heat. Now let's talk about the absolute insanity of being watched by millions every single day. Every time Cristiano Jr. steps on a pitch, there are cameras. Al Nassr posts training videos getting hundreds of thousands of views, sometimes millions. Twitter explodes. Instagram pages dedicated to him get thousands of followers. There's literally a multi-million-dollar industry built around watching a teenager play football. Millions of adults are analyzing his footwork, judging his technique, criticizing his positioning. The comments are brutal. He's overrated. He's not as good as his dad. This is cringe. His dad's carrying him. Now imagine being 15 years old and reading that every single day. Most teenagers worry about what their friends think. This kid worries about what 50 million strangers think. Psychologists have warned about this. They say putting this much attention and pressure on a young player causes real damage. Anxiety, burnout, depression. The pressure literally breaks them. And Cristiano Jr. can't even go to a restaurant without being recognized. He can't have a bad training session without it being discussed on Twitter. He can't be a normal teenager. His brain is developing. He's supposed to figure out who he is. Instead, he's living in a fishbowl where millions watch his every move. That's not normal. That's terrifying. Here's the plot twist that makes this even more messed up. Cristiano Jr.'s father is alive. He's not a story. He's not a memory. He's right there, at the same club, watching training sessions, probably expecting greatness. That's different from every other child of a legend in football history. When Cristiano Ronaldo was young, his father died when he was 12 years old, so Cristiano could just be himself. He could fail without comparing himself to his father because his father wasn't there. But Cristiano Jr., he's got his father right there, alive, still playing, still a legend. So if Cristiano Jr. plays well, everyone says, oh, he's good, but can he do what his dad did? The answer is basically always no, because his dad is the GOAT. 5 Ballon d'Ors, 140 Champions League goals, 5 Champions League titles. If he plays poorly, everyone says, wow, he's nothing like his father. What's wrong with this kid? There's literally no winning scenario. It's impossible. Imagine living your entire life answering a question that can never be answered successfully. That's Cristiano Jr.'s reality. Some experts have questioned whether Cristiano Ronaldo even should have his son at the same academy. Maybe a different academy in a different country would be better, away from his father's shadow. But Cristiano wanted his son close. That's understandable. But is it the best thing for development? Probably not. The kid is living in his father's shadow, and the shadow is getting darker every single day. Okay, real talk. Is this kid talented? Yeah, definitely. He's got technical ability, good first touch, decent dribbling skills, he understands the game. But he's 15. A lot of 15-year-olds show promise. Then they disappear. The journey from 15 to 21 is enormous. Bodies change. Competition gets insane. Stronger players, faster players, smarter players. The psychological side becomes everything. Here's the truth. The biggest youth talents regularly don't make it to the professional level. It happens all the time. Nobody talks about it. But it's reality. Whether he becomes a professional? Great. Whether he even wants this in 5 years? Completely unknown. And that uncertainty might be the scariest part. The nightmare scenario. What if it doesn't work? Here's the question that keeps me up at night. What happens if this doesn't work out? What if he gets an injury? What if his body doesn't develop right? What if at 18, 20, or 21, he thinks, I don't want this life? Then what? He's spent teenage years in a high-pressure machine, sacrificed his childhood. Real friends? None. Normal school? Gone. If football doesn't work out, he's 20 with no backup plan, no normal education, no social skills, no plan B. That's devastating. Some people are critical, and they have a point. Maybe it's unfair to put this pressure on a kid. Maybe he should make mistakes, learn without millions watching. There's a better way to develop young players. Give pressure, sure, but also give space to fail. Give options. Does Cristiano Jr. have that? Number. He's locked into a path. If it doesn't lead somewhere amazing, his teenage years mean nothing. That's the real terror. So here's the truth about Cristiano Jr.'s life inside Al Nassr Academy. He's a talented kid in an elite environment with incredible resources, but he's carrying an impossible amount of pressure. He's living in his father's shadow. He's being watched by millions, he's being judged constantly, and he's trying to figure out who he actually is. Is this the best environment for him? Maybe, maybe not. His childhood is not normal. It's never going to be normal. Whether that becomes the best thing or the worst thing, we'll only know in about 5 years. So here's my question for you. Do you think this kid's gonna make it? Do you think he'll become a world-class professional? Or do you think the pressure is too much and he's eventually gonna burn out? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you think about Cristiano Jr.'s future in professional football, because this is one of those situations where nobody really knows how it's gonna end up. Thanks for watching. This is the real story behind the headlines. I'll see you in the next one very soon.